Nostalgia is such a powerful aspect of everyone's lives. Everyone yearns for the good old days where they played with rocks? I mean, I don't know what people played with, and I feel like I was an oddity being part of the only family that even knew what hockey was, let alone played it. Either way, there's been attempts by marketing teams and designers to recapture nostalgia in order to drum up business. This retro vibe of the 80s and 90s has been captured with an upcoming game that seeks to put you in a Mad Max-like universe and mix it with a Metroidvania-style game. But is the game rad, or is it just bad? Developed and published by Outerminds Inc, whose previous works have revolved around the YouTubers PewDiePie and H3H3, comes Turbo Kid, the self-proclaimed Metroidvania you wished you played as a kid. Based on the 2015 film of the same name that looks like a child-friendly version of Mad Max until you realize that its use of blood makes Tarantino films look like Disney made them, you play as Turbo Man. Turbo Kid, as you unlock and upgrade ludicrous weapons and skills, obliterate your enemies into bits of pixel gore, and forge your own path as you ride the vast and perilous wasteland on your trusty BMX. Ooh. I spent the majority of my time playing with this nagging feeling of deja vu. I didn't realize until afterwards that it was based on a movie that I had seen from what seems like forever ago, so as part of my homework for the video I decided to rewatch it. I feel like there are a lot of similarities between the movie and the game, which is great if you enjoyed the movie, but the issue is I don't really think I enjoyed the movie. I say that because I thought it was somewhere halfway between serious and campy, and I just couldn't really wrap my head around that identity. Luckily, the biggest difference I can see between the two is the fact that the game isn't so reliant on dialogue like this.
Now, where did you get the water? Because this is my land. Taking anything from my land would be considered stealing, and you don't want to steal from me, do you?
You got what you wanted, now please leave.
I think the best aspect of the game is the setting itself. The movie created an intriguing world that is undoubtedly inspired by Mad Max, but still has its own feel as its main transportation mode is bikes instead of heavily modified cars and trucks. The game takes this setting and leans heavily into world building by allowing you to find various collectibles that help expand upon the lore while you traverse the wasteland and meet various enemies and potential allies. The combat felt a bit rigid at first, but as you become more used to the controls and, like with all Metroidvanias, unlock new abilities that give your combat and traversal more options to add to your repertoire, it kinda loosens it up a bit. Oddly enough, I think the most enjoyable aspect was using your bike to traverse, as the momentum you build up off the ramps is tangible, and it's a neat experience that I feel like you're only going to get from games like this or the Trials series. With all that being said, I just feel like my time spent playing Turbo Kid was okay. Nothing really stood out as bad, but I also feel like nothing really stood out as great other than the setting. I don't really want to sound super critical of the game, but I just felt like there really is nothing to make it unique, and I feel like I say this a lot, but with so many fantastic Metroidvania games out there, I feel like Turbo Kid will just be another game in a sea of a flooded genre. It will likely find its home amongst those who enjoyed the movie or like the setting, and I do feel like the lore will be worth exploring. I just can't say it's a must-play by any means. This all being said, however, if you are interested, check it out when it releases on April 10th, but that will be it for this video. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and as always, be kind to one another. Shout out to my Patreon subscribers Relativity, Naughty Dog is King, and Kamikolo, alongside everyone who subbed to the channel. I keep promising more content, and later this week is when I will start a new series of previews for the upcoming month of indie games, so I will see you guys in that video.